Develop the solutions. To find the solution to the problem requires a group effort. Depending on the complexity of the problem, you will need to get the right people to help in the development of the solutions. You may need a facilitator to help guide the session and focus on the main goal. You will need the participation of team members or subject matter experts who understand the situation and have worked on similar problems in the past. You can also invite a person from outside the team to bring a fresh perspective. The more diverse the group that will work on the problem, the better. Brainstorming is a popular technique to generate solutions. It's usually a group activity that requires all participants to propose ideas to solve the problem at hand. The rules need to be explained before the brainstorming session starts. It's also important to spend some time to explain the problem, the causes, and the consequences of the problem. This will help frame the problem, especially the level of urgency to develop a solution. Brainstorming rules need to be explained early in the session. The rules are simple, and the most important one is that there will be no judgment of ideas. All ideas are valid and are welcome, no matter how crazy they might be. A crazy idea can help generate new ideas, and that is the purpose of brainstorming. Everybody needs to participate, no matter if they think their contribution is not important. Once the rules and the problem have been explained, you ask each member to suggest ideas. They can write down the ideas on a card or have somebody take notes. All the ideas are posted on a wall for all participants to see. They can look at ideas and use them to come up with new ideas. At this moment, there is no judgment of any idea. There is no need to elaborate on an idea unless it's not clear, and no one is allowed to judge or criticize an idea, no matter how crazy it might seem. Once enough ideas are generated, the group will try to organize ideas into categories. This will help later identify the ideas that are the same and to evaluate ideas for a final selection. During this step, ask the group if they can come up with more ideas based on what they can see. Sometimes ideas from one category can create an idea for another category. Once there are no more ideas, it's time to close this part of the session and to thank all those who were involved in this process. It's important to recognize that there are some obstacles in the way to generate solutions using the brainstorming technique. One of these obstacles is called groupthink. That occurs when the group starts to think alike and prefer to maintain unanimity in the solutions they propose and fail to look for innovative solutions. Another obstacle occurs when the first idea or the idea proposed by a manager sets the tone for all subsequent ideas. Finally, bias is another obstacle that limits creativity during a brainstorming session. Bias refers to the prejudice for or against an idea or a solution. People might have a bias to look at the problem only from their perspective, and the ideas they propose will be limited. Bias also limits the acceptance of ideas from others, and that limits even further the generation of new ideas. Brainwriting technique is a simple technique that can be used during a brainstorming session. Instead of people speaking their ideas and sharing with the group, each person writes down as many ideas as possible on a card. Each person in the group receives a card that describes the problem in detail. Then each participant writes down 3 solutions to the problem. The card is then passed to the next person, who reads the ideas and writes down 3 more ideas. There can be 2 or more rounds until there are no more ideas. This method also encourages a more uniform participation within the group, limits the initial influence that managers or others might have on the group, and the problems with groupthink.